So, welcome to Boxing Media Hub, sponsored by Falcon Contracting, Price Global Solutions, and boxbets.co.uk. And with me now, we've got Anthony Yigit. How you doing, Anthony? Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm all good, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, really good. Thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Nice, absolute privilege. And you're the first Swedish male I've had on. So we're breaking ground here. We're breaking ground.
Yeah. I saw you gonna have Eric Skoglund on as well, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
quite cool. Yeah.
And we've had Lucy Wildheart on before.
All right. Okay then.
So yeah, we're getting there. We're building
Yeah,
the Swedes. They're coming in.
that's
Um,
good, man. You just gotta pin down Badu Jack, then or Otto.
oh, I might
Yeah.
use your technical and your people. See if we can
I'll
get it.
try. I'll try to get Otto on for you. I don't know Badu, but I haven't spoken to Otto in a while either. He's quite busy in America, but we're good friends.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll leave that with you. We're here
Yeah.
about you, mate.
All right, cool.
Yeah. So started boxing when you were 15, and it's been quite a journey since. Pro debut
Correct.
April 2013 seems a long time ago, mate.
Yeah, it does.
And you're still young.
I mean, I look younger than I am. I'm actually 32, so I'm gonna be 33 this year.
Oh, well, I'm 37, so you're still young.
All right, yeah. I like you more now.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been quite a career, 33 fights, 28 wins, 1 draw, 10 knockouts. It's been going well.
Yeah, I think so. I would say so. It like you said, it's had its ups and downs. But now I think is the better part of my boxing career. Maybe not in the sense where I wouldn't consider myself a pro athlete anymore because I'm like you said, I'm doing a lot of other stuff right now. But I've come to terms with, I'm no longer Anthony Yigit the boxer. I'm Anthony Yigit who can box, and that kind of helps me in my personal life. I've had a lot of other demons I had to fight with and struggle with. So I'm in a much better place now, and the fights are coming in. I'm still putting up good fights, and people enjoy what they see, and I enjoy doing them. And also, um, the this is the weird part, but I'm making more money now not being with a promoter than when I was with a promoter.
Yeah, yeah. What do you think that is then?
Well, I think uh, here's the thing. When I had a promoter, obviously they built me up quite well. They put fights on, and they were contractually obliged to do that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe they spent a lot of money trying to build me up, and then kind of like, we're gonna make the money in the later part of my career,
Yeah.
and that's where I'm at now. So maybe that's one of the reasons.
Yeah, yeah. I suppose you almost cut out the middleman, don't you, as well? Like you're
Yeah,
not going to be having to this amount of money is going to go to them and the boxer gets this amount, where actually you're the guy. It should go to you and your team,
yeah.
your coach and your staff around you. I think there's a lot of people behind the scenes that don't get the credit other than what the boxers give them. They don't get a look at stuff, do they, really?
Definitely, and I've noticed that too. Like it's quite interesting because I've kind of built my own team around me, and depending on what kind of fight I have different people around me. So, for example, when I fought Berencik in Poland, I had my coach. He's my main coach for like the big fights. Um, but when I have the smaller fights, I kind of, I don't want to waste his time, and he's also a pro fighter, so he's trying to build his own record up and stuff. Then I have another guy helping me out. Eric Skoglund is actually helping me out as well with a lot of fights. I fought when I fought Keyshawn Davis, he flew over with me and was in my corner. So obviously that was before I met my coach. If I would have met him, then we would have trained together for that fight. But it's interesting because I'm kind of building my own team, and then I can make my own deals with them. And usually I'm very here's the thing with me and money. I'm for better or worse, I'm not really good with money in the sense that I don't want to keep everything. I'm not greedy like that.
Yeah.
So I've made a lot of money in my career, but I've spent a lot of money as well. And around with friends, obviously I don't drink, I don't party, I'm not materialistic at all, so I don't buy a lot of stuff. So all my money has been spent on like vacations or travels or food or stuff like that. And I've also spent a lot of money on my friends, and my friends are still my friends. It's not like some people are like oh, people are around you when you have money and then they leave when you don't. And this was never the issue with me. Obviously, I had some, but not a lot. And my friends were always like, Annie, you don't have to like pay for our stuff and stuff like that. I was like, no, no, I want to pay. And now I don't have like I mean I have money now, but I didn't have when COVID hit. And they were like, Anthony, you see, we told you should have like saved your money. So they're still my friends. But yeah, I just spent a lot of money on them.
Yeah, yeah, it runs deeper than that, doesn't it? And that's the thing.
Yeah,
You figure out along your journey, don't you, who's going to be there in those tough times, and who is going to help you out as well in different ways.
yeah,
Because, as you say, it's deeper rooted than money. Your mates are going to be
yeah,
there emotionally. After a fight,
definitely.
if you have that loss, your mates are there to go, you're going to come again. Even if in your mind you're thinking, oh, I've had enough, they're going to be the ones to drill it into you to go again. So,
Definitely. And
yeah,
and I've been very careful with stuff like that because I know who my friends are, and there's always been people coming in during my career trying to like be there, and we've had mutual agreements, and we've been like hanging out because we have interests on our own with each other, and then we do whatever we have to do, and then they leave, I leave, whatever it is, right? But my friends are always there, and I'm lucky because I've never really had anyone you know, trying to rip me off or stuff like that. I'm kind of, I think I would like to believe I'm smarter than that. Like I know when someone is truly there for me and truly wants what's best for me, and who's not. And that's the funny part about this coach, the coach that I'm with. Actually, we were in the national team together. He fought the likes of Luke Campbell and
yeah,
a lot of a lot of the other UK like GB fighters. He was 60 kilograms, I was 64 kilograms, and we like during these times we hated each other. We hated each other, and then we just I don't know. I turned pro, he turned pro, but I was with Sauerland Promotions, and he was kind of like trying to do his own thing. And it's difficult in Sweden. We don't have promoters and stuff here, so it was difficult for him to get fights. So we kind of like drifted apart. And then I don't know, we connected again, and he said, "Yeah, let's train together." And I said, "Yeah, all right." And still, my mind was like, I didn't like him. So we trained together, and he started like telling me off. He was like, "Bro, you're doing this wrong. You're doing that wrong."
mm,
And here's the thing with me, I don't have that ego. Like I'm always walking into a room thinking that there's always something to learn. But with him, it was a bit difficult because I was like, "Who the fuck are you, bro? Like, I was in the Olympics. I'm pro. Like, who, bro? I don't like you." But he started telling me off on things that I also agreed on, and I was like, "Bro, this guy knows what he's talking about." So he talked a lot of shit about my boxing, and then I told him, I said, "All right, listen, then you train me." And he said, "Okay." And he started training me, and it worked out really well. That's why we did the Berenchik fight, and I did really well. Like if you can see the difference between the Keyshawn fight and the Berenchik fight. Like
yeah,
he just knew me inside out. It was crazy. So yeah, so sometimes you have to be friends with your enemies as well.
definitely, definitely. Keep your enemies close, as they say.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
Look at this. Jam has said he looks 20 tops. Mate, you're doing something right. If you're looking up. I'll have a chat with Jam afterwards. He's clearly talking about you. Yeah.
Here's the thing: if I shave my beard, I'm gonna look 17. I look younger than 20. Like that's the weird part. If I
Well,
shave my beard,
is that when like
yeah,
needs must you shave? If you're having a really bad day, you think I'm gonna look young again.
yeah, exactly. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes it gets like, yeah, okay, I need to shave off, and then I look like I always regret shaving, but I always do it. I don't know why.
No, it's just what we do, isn't it? I think we
Yeah,
just have those moments. Um,
yeah,
but yeah, quick look over your career. Obviously, debut on April the 13th. You had 22 fights unbeaten, picking up the win over Lenny Dawes as well for the EBU, defending that twice. Um, you've been on a roll. Obviously, you
yeah.
had the fight December 2018, which was against Ivan Baracic. Um, tough fight to be fair.
Definitely,
But do you know what? If you don't go into those fights, you never know. You know, you
definitely.
took the risk, you took the gamble. It didn't work out for you that time. But you know, as you say, it comes with experience. You then move on again. You had 3 more wins after that. Um,
Yeah.
and yeah, you've just gone. You learn from each fight. I think that's fair to say, isn't it? And you learn from
Yeah,
each fight.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can always tell a fighter's character or anyone's character by their losses. It depends on what they do after that, you know. I mean, look at I don't know. A good example is Anthony Joshua. Look, he lost against the Mexican guy Andy Ruiz, and then came back and fucking beat him up, and then he lost again, and now look at what he did his last fight. I mean, I like Otto, but Anthony Joshua, I'm sorry to say, but Otto was going up against maybe the best Joshua we ever seen.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah,
saw hunger again. I think
yeah,
he seems to have got the training right as well, and he seems to have found that fire again. You know, he's
yeah.
the contender again, isn't he? Almost.
Like you said, it's about the learning when you lose, and that's what he seems to do. So that's the real champion's mind, you know. That's the real champion's mentality.
Yeah, yeah. Someone's jumped straight in. Would Anthony like the rematch with Denz Baracic if given the chance?
Dennis Berinchik. I mean, the last
Yeah,
fight,
yeah.
Berinchik. Um, yeah, I would fancy a rematch because look, no excuses, yeah, but like I was injured. I mean, I wasn't injured during the fight, but I couldn't train properly because I injured my calf. So I couldn't do the running and stuff. So my fitness, I mean, that's not fair to say either. I was in really good shape, but I just didn't do enough running, so my cardio wasn't really the best bet.
Yeah.
So because our game plan for that fight was to kind of break him down, because as many people know about me is that I never tire. I just go go go, and I always put in the next gear and the next gear and the next gear. But I just couldn't do it for that fight. So but no excuses though. Listen, he was good. I'm not gonna say nothing. So yeah.
So would you take the rematch?
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, definitely. I mean, why not? That would be like because I think people were expecting. I saw the commentators, the UK commentators for the fight. They were expecting me to do what we did in the Olympics for 3 rounds. We were just beating each other up. I was like, bro, we're gonna do 10 rounds now. We're not gonna be able to do that. Like,
It's
but
totally
I
different.
think,
Totally different, isn't it?
yeah. But I think if I get the chance, I would probably be a little bit more aggressive. I'll punch a little bit more because that's one of my strengths. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely a great engine as well, as you were saying. And Hakan has turned around and said, "Will it be a fight in Malmo on ABP Fight Night 10 in April?"
That's yeah. It's supposed to be. I don't know if you know, but Arman Crunch is a former IBO champion. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, and he's arranging some shows in Sweden now. Actually, quite good shows. I fought on his last show. I fought a UK guy. His name was sorry. Uh, I don't remember. I'm sorry, but
You
yeah, he
hit,
was a
you hit
really
bet our
nice
guys,
lad.
didn't you?
Yeah, no, but he was a really nice lad. We did four rounds because
Was that
in
in
Sweden
May?
you
Was that in May last year?
yeah, exactly.
Jacob Quinn.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, really nice lad. I like him very much. Really nice guy. And yeah, we did four rounds, and it was just it was a good experience. But in Sweden you can't really do more than four rounds. Then you have to like ask for permissions and stuff like that. So I said, all right, let's just do four rounds. I just did a television show before that, so we couldn't really ask for more rounds because I have to be there and stuff. So yeah.
God, such a celebrity. Look, I've got places to go. You can have 4 rounds. That's it. 100%. He was fantastic in that fight. He made me a proper fan, and did when he beat Joe Hughes too. Was sad when he was stopped by Keyshawn, Romero, and Baranchik. To be fair, Keyshawn he's ridiculous, isn't he? He's a really nice guy though as well, isn't he, Keyshawn?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't talk much, and I think he was kind of in his own persona thing when we did the
Yeah.
press conference and stuff. Yeah, so,
He sells the
but
fight, doesn't he? That's what.
yeah, but it seems like he's a nice guy. I have nothing bad to say about anyone really, except for Romero. He's just a prick. I mean, that's yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm being honest, if I could get that fight again and be in shape, I would fucking kill him, man. That's one of the fights I want.
The Romero rematch.
Yeah, no, definitely. Because here's the issue. Now you're gonna hear me talk about a lot of like all my excuses are coming up
Oh,
now. But no, but
yeah,
look, really,
they are there.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. I went to Miami and they told me that I was gonna get a fight, and then I had another manager, then nice guy, really nice guy, but he just wasn't really a capable manager. But a really nice guy, I have nothing bad to say about him. And he said, "Oh, they asked me if you want to fight Romero in 2 weeks," and I was like, I can't say no to that. But I was about 72 kilos or something, and I was gonna go down to 61 kilos. So, and I said yeah, and they asked me, can you drop down in weight? I said yeah, no problem, no issues. I'm a fighter. I never say no, and I just couldn't make the weight. That's what happened. So I went down to like 62 kilos or something, and then I think I passed out in the sauna. So they like prepped me up with a lot of like fruits and water and stuff. So when I was on the way in, I was 60, I think 64 kilos or something like that. I don't remember. And then we did the press conference and everything. It's on YouTube. You can see me. I don't remember nothing of this. And just to save the fight, I spoke to Showtime because they were furious, obviously. Um, and sorry, not sure. Yeah, Showtime, right?
Do
Um,
you get fined for that then?
I did, yeah. They took all my money. They took
Really?
all my money, but I got a little bit, but not much. They took like 90%. And because I mean, here's the other thing. It's the Romero camp. They wanted it, and I was like, I had to give it because here's the thing. It was supposed to be a televised fight, so I needed to like step up. I was like, we need to save this fight. I need to save this fight. It's because of me. So we went to Team Romero and we said, all right, listen, what can we do to save this fight? Because they didn't want to fight me anymore. I mean, obviously they wanted to, but they wanted to, negotiate. And I said, what do you guys want? And they said, okay, we want like 90% of your money, and you can only go up 1 kilo for like until tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll do the weigh in, and you can be maximum 65. And I said okay. So I just drank a liter of water and then went to bed. In the morning next day, I was on the scale. It was okay. So then I started eating. But I was yeah. It's just yeah. I just wasn't there. So I was
Yeah.
really. It was a very bad experience, but I have no one to blame but me. But I stepped up and I did what I had to do. and I was hoping to get more fights because they said if I don't try to save that fight, they're not gonna offer me fights anymore, and they still haven't. So, you know,
So
it is what it is.
you did your bit as much as you could after that,
Yeah.
and then they just kind of turn it back anyway.
Yeah, I
So
mean, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't like. I haven't really talked to them after that, so. But I don't know. I don't know how that business works really. I just, but
just do
one
what
thing I
you do,
did
mate.
learn. Yeah, but one thing I did learn was after that experience, people were really mean, and I noticed that people started talking a lot of shit. And then I was like, bro, listen, after everything I've done, like everything I've done for the sport, I've fought my ass out. Like I've done everything. And I have one slip up and then everyone starts hating on me. And then that's when I realized, listen, I'm not gonna do this for the fans anymore. I mean, of course I am, but I'm also gonna do it for me. I'm gonna do it because I like it, because I love it. And that's
Yeah.
kind of like the mentality I'm in right now, where I take fights because I want to take them, and I want to fight the way I want to fight because I want to do it. Like it's all
Mhm.
for me, and then um, I hope that the fans like that, and they seem to do. Like it starts to turn around again, you know.
You can only do what you can do, Anthony, can't you? You just
Definitely,
got to keep doing your own thing and being yourself, and you're an honest guy, and that goes a long way with people. I think, especially in this day and age, there's a lot of people
I
out there
guess.
that promise stuff and don't deliver, and
I
you're
guess.
trying to do what you can. Yeah, we've got love that, Anthony. Definitely want a rematch with Rolando Romero. The seventh round stoppage was a shock to me, as Yigit would beat him with a full camp, in my opinion. So yeah,
I believe that too. I believe that too. Because
um,
yeah, I believe that too. And also, I'm gonna throw in some elbows, because I need to get him back for that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hakan has
No,
said you
I am.
you don't like him at all, do you? You really don't like him.
Nah, I fucking hate him. Like, here's the thing. I don't hate many people, but he's one of the guys I fucking hate him. You know why? Because he was out there to hurt me. Like, not hurt me boxing wise, that's one thing, but he went out there with elbows and no, that's not right,
That's not
That's just
sport.
not right.
You don't do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hakan has said, any news of fights outside of Sweden?
Yeah, I mean there aren't news yet, but we're
Because I
working
know
on I
your next fight's 12th of this month, isn't it?
yeah,
Uh,
yeah, exactly.
let me get the name right. Is it Jamshid Nazari?
Yeah, I believe so. He's from Norway. He's from Norway. Look, I don't underestimate anyone, and he's a capable guy. I mean, he's 10-1, I think,
Yeah,
and this is like a uh, this is a what could I say? Like just
ticking over
uh,
fight.
yeah, exactly. It's supposed to
Get
be. I
yourself
don't
out
know.
of it.
Maybe he
Yeah,
comes in. Yeah, but maybe he comes in swinging. I need to be able to. Like, I need to be sharp as well. I can't underestimate him. If I do, and he knocks me out, then I gotta suit myself. So I have to be there. I have to be sharp, really. But we actually do have another fight. I signed a contract yesterday for
okay,
that
cool.
one. But I don't know how that works. Like if I tell you, I don't know if like I can be fined or not, but I don't really
Well,
know how that works.
put it this way: you've got a fight that you've already signed. I don't want you to get in any
Yeah,
more trouble. Um,
yeah. You're
but
gonna
yeah,
hear about it soon, anyways.
yeah. You can send me a message
Yeah,
privately. Um,
yeah. Perfect,
and
perfect.
we'll make sure that we give it a shout out on the show when it goes public. But
I think you guys are gonna be able to see it.
okay, cool.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
so it's gonna be a
intriguing.
big one.
I shouldn't have said don't tell me. Mate, he risks his life in the ring and deserves nothing but respect. He should have never have been mugged by the USA media after the Romero fight. He turned the media against him too. He's talking about Romero.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's, as you say, you've just got to move on, haven't you? Crack on with the fights that
yeah,
are coming up. If that comes up again, fantastic. If it doesn't, then we just do the career of Anthony Yigit and forget about Romero, and hopefully down the line the opportunity comes again, because that's going to sell majorly if that comes up rematch, because people are going to think, well, look at all the shit and the bad blood there was last time. That's that's going to sell, isn't it? The bad blood situations seem to work really well, don't they, and sell.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, and especially if it's real, which it is in this in this instance, because I don't fucking like that guy, and to be honest, I, I just usually when Keyshawn or me and Baranchik, by the way, we're good friends today. Like I was in Miami training, and I went to his home, and like we ate dinner together. Like he's such a nice guy, very smart and everything. So I usually have a lot of respect for everyone that goes into the ring, but I just can't with him. I just can't. I don't know what it is. Maybe listen.
We can't everyone, can we?
I
We
guess,
can't.
I guess,
I
yeah,
know as a fighter, when there's that mutual respect when you get into a ring, and you share that ring together, you're sharing literally blood, sweat and tears, aren't you? It is what
yeah,
it is. You're two guys fighting to effectively knock the other person out or stop the other person.
yeah,
So there's going to be that togetherness almost, because you're so close. But
definitely,
afterwards, if people are going to throw elbows, illegal shots, and all this sort of thing, and do that outside the ring as well, in a mental
yeah,
way, emotional way,
yeah.
it's not on, is it? But
No,
it's
exactly.
Hakan's really pushing. He's saying, "Is that fight in the UK?"
You know what the problem with Hakan is? He knows everything even before I know them. Usually he writes me sometimes, and he's like, when I was with Sourland, he wrote me. He could write me like, "Oh, are you gonna fight this guy here?" I was like, "I don't know." And then I'm calling Mr. Sourland up. He's my promoter. I was like, "Am I gonna fight here in this guy?" He's like, "Yeah, that's the plan." I was like, "Bro, I hear everything from Hakan. He's not."
I reckon his name is Hakan Sauerland. I reckon he's.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. But yeah, I'm gonna give you guys that one. Yes, it's gonna be in the UK.
See, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah,
I definitely love Anthony back over here in the UK sometime soon for a big fight. He's a test for anyone, so he deserves the big payday. Yeah.
yeah,
And Jammer said Hakan knows everything, especially with the Swedish boxing.
yeah, yeah. No, definitely.
But honestly, mate, I wish you all the best for your fight on the 12th of January. Let's get on with that one first, because as you say, you never know who's going to turn up. You can only fight the person that's in front of you. And
Definitely.
yeah, honestly, I wish you all the best. And I know fighters always look back at their careers, and look over their careers and go, "Oh, I could have done this. I could have done that better." And they're never entirely happy, because you're always pushing for the next big thing, aren't you? You're always pushing to be the
Definitely.
best you can be. But mate, you've done so much already, and yeah, we'll be behind you in your next fight. As I say, stay in touch as well, won't you? And yeah, we look forward to getting you on again soon. Hopefully for a
Um,
Romero rematch, or if when as and when you're over here, it'd be good to have a catch up.
oh, definitely.
So yeah, Jammer's just going to end it. All the best, Anthony. We're right
All
behind you
right.
for the win on the 12th and beyond. God bless you, champ.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you for having me.
No, I really appreciate it. And as I say, hit the subscribe button, people. Get behind Anthony on all of his socials. Show him your support. And yeah, he's going to deliver soon. Until then, Anthony, take care. I'll see you
All the
soon.
best, mate.
Thank you. See you later.